Corner, and we're back at it again with the sports information and entertainment. I'm your host, Dominique Williams, and joining back with me, I have Timothy White Jr. Well, how you been, Tim?
Man, I've been good. You know, I had to take a little vacation, get my studies up, but I'm back and I'm better than ever. I'm back and I'm better.
And our special guest for today, we have joining with us, Malik Perkins. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for having me, you guys.
The rundown for today, we'll be getting into Kobe Bryant's last game, the Warriors breaking the Bulls record, first round of the NBA playoffs, NFL draft, and who we think is going to be the most intriguing NFL matchup this upcoming season, and our top 5 for the week. So let's get this play started. April 13th will probably go down as one of the most historical days in NBA history, as Kobe Bryant, the Lakers' legend 60-point finale was the perfect single-game representation of his amazing, infuriating career. What were some of your thoughts on the game? Tim, let's start with you. What were your thoughts?
Man, it's sad to say that was definitely Kobe's last game, but the way how he just came back, brought his team back, showed us vintage Kobe, showed us 81-point game Kobe Bryant with 3 minutes and 16 seconds left in the game, brought his team back that was down 12, up with a numerous amount of threes, shot and made, contested, one person, two person, three people, it doesn't matter, it's Kobe. Look, I'm a little bit emotional right now, might be a little unstable. I might have a little bit of a man crush on Kobe Bryant right now, but you know what, I don't care. Kobe is the best to ever do it in my opinion, and it definitely is the best in my generation. And we can lay out the argument that Kobe went out better than Jordan.
Really?
Just based off the fact that he dropped 60 points and brought his team back down by 12 in the last remaining minutes of the game to ultimately win.
That's a bold statement for you to make.
I'm just, like I said, man, it's just sad that was his last game. Like, I need more. I still want to go see him.
It's kind of a bittersweet because they're not in the playoffs, so it's not like we really can't see finals Kobe. Like.
Exactly. Man, I'd like to see what Malik thinks on this, though.
All right, what do you think?
I gotta admit, by you saying that he had a better outgoing than Michael, I gotta admit that's very true. But his legacy isn't near Michael's. But I'm a bittersweet Kobe fan, you know. I love to see him. I love to see what he does, you know. But his outgoing, I admit, it was probably the best outgoing that we ever got to see because we never really got to see Kobe in the early 2000s. We were still jitterbugs, so he gave us something that we never got to actually see.
Exactly.
So it was a great way for us to see it. He even said it in an interview. He was like telling his kids, like, this is what I used to do, and they were like, nah, Dad, you didn't used to do that. But that's
then you show them the highlights, be like, hey, this is me, you know, back in the day, I dropped 81 on Toronto, you know, I did this, I dunked on Dwight Howard, you know, back in the day, his rookie year, did all that crazy stuff.
What I wanted to highlight on was, when he scored 81 on that game, his last 2 points were free throws. Kobe getting 60 on his last 2 points were free throws on his last game. Epic. That right there, like, had me stunned. I was just, like, amazed.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in complete fan mode right now. Anything Kobe Bryant, epic, great.
And I think I also read that.
A lot of people don't know this, but Kobe's first points came from the free throw line.
Mm-hmm. Like, best way to start and end from the free throw. From the free throw. Like.
That's what's up, though. That's definitely what's up.
Kobe right there, man.
All right. Not only April 13th was a historical day for Kobe, but the chase for 73 has been conquered. The Golden State Warriors were also able to manage to break the Bulls' 72-10 record by setting their own benchmark at 73-9.
That's amazing.
I mean, to say the least, yes, it's pretty much simply amazing. But I do have a question, though. I'm going to ask, of course, you, Dominique. Then Malik, I want you to weigh in your opinion on this. What do you think was more, how should I say, what had more of an impact? Kobe's last game or that game with the Warriors going against the Grizzlies to ultimately get the 73-9 record?
I would have to say, and it's almost hands down, I would say it's like a level of 70% Kobe and 30% the Warriors. Because what Kobe stood for, it's not just one person, it's what he stood for. The legacy that he's leaving behind is just amazing. And the fact that you can piggyback on the Warriors actually being a record that was thought to be unbeaten, it will never be beaten, that's good too, but I feel like Kobe's night, it was Mamba Day.
I'm gonna have to agree. Mama Day. Mama Day. That whole day, I was just on Snapchat, the filter. They had Mama Day and everybody's doing the Kobe this and all this or whatever. And I think it was a bigger impact because you're never gonna see Kobe play ever again. Like this is that was the last day, last game in NBA history of Kobe's career that you'll ever see. And I feel like it was a better way to see a player's career end. Like it was better than Derek Jeter's tour when he ended his season
with the Yankees.
Yes. So it was just like, I feel like Kobe's game was more of an impact. I mean, you're always gonna see a team probably chase another record. Yes, 73-9. All right. If the Warriors were able to do it, what makes you think another team can't do it? So I feel like it's possible. It's possible and it can happen.
I don't know.
Plus, I don't think anyone's gonna have a better outgoing than Kobe. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think an outgoing is gonna come like that.
Like he had a whole
decades.
entire standing ovation.
And here's the thing. The fact that one man, Kobe Bryant that is greater than beating the Chicago Bulls regular season record. His impact just winning that game, just being in that game, was greater than the Warriors going for 73 and actually getting it. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I think
You're messing with two type of legends. You have Kobe, then you have Jordan, who
You have a
set so
team
many.
versus a person.
Yeah.
exactly, and the person won.
Yeah, the person
So
won.
that's why I'd say when I say I would put Kobe as one of the greatest of all times, just based off of his impact he has. Like that is beyond ridiculous in my opinion.
You really go to say off of social media for that whole day.
Yes.
There was a lot of people talking about the
Kobe.
73rd win, but the impact was straight Mamba Day.
Kobe.
Mamba Day.
Especially when he hit 30, then he hit 40, then he hit 50, and we was all like, wait, Kobe, wait,
Whoa.
where was you all season?
I'm gonna digress with this. It was so bittersweet for Felix. It was
What?
so
Oh
bitter.
my God.
He was literally shedded a tear after the
Really
game.
was. He was like,
I'm never gonna see him.
I'm never gonna see Kobe play, man. And I'm from Los Angeles, man.
Exactly. So it was just very bittersweet for him. That is just.
That's an LA native, man. He watched Kobe on TV, probably everything in LA of Kobe growing up. Like, that's gotta be amazing.
Exactly.
Like, to be there.
That was definitely one of his role models growing up.
Had to be.
I can only
There's no
imagine
way.
how he
There's no way you could be in our generation and Kobe has not meant not one of a role model to you.
Well, he's not
Like-
a role model to everybody because a lot of people hate him.
That's
And yet
true.
we're the generation of the
about
most hated player.
Yeah.
The most hated player in
A
our
lot of people
generation.
do not
And
like
at the end of the day, he still gets the respect going out.
Yeah.
And he'll still be remembered as a legend for the Lakers and in the NBA.
Definitely.
Even Magic Johnson went down to say he is the best Laker to ever play in that uniform.
Wow.
That's over the person who scored 100 points in a game.
Those are
Yes.
words from Magic Johnson.
That's over
Magic.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Yeah.
Woo.
the scoring leader in the NBA.
Yes.
Those are a lot of great Lakers. Like
Jerry, you got Jerry West in the mix.
Jerry
of that
West,
too.
Mr. NBA logo
Yeah.
himself.
Mhm.
It's
That's
crazy.
Well,
Crazy.
also I want to end with this. What's amazing about the Warriors breaking this 72-10 record, to have Steve Kerr as their coach, who was on the Bulls team.
Bragging rights.
I think he was way more excited by being a part of both and actually beating.
Yes, because
what
that
he
right there,
accomplished
you
too.
don't see that happen. You just don't see that.
Definitely not.
You just don't.
He definitely has bragging rights next time the Bulls reunite together. He'd be like, hey, I hold the new record. Yeah, you guys are already past now.
Right. Okay. Well, the NBA playoffs are here, and the teams are on the journey to the NBA Finals. As the first round has begun, what are some of your thoughts on the playoffs already? Let's start with you, Malik.
I have a big shocker. I got Cleveland going down.
Cleveland in the first
I
round?
got Cleveland going down.
Wow.
With that first, they gave them a run for their money. They're lucky to get out alive with that Game 1 win. I don't like to see Cleveland go to the finals. I'm saying it now.
Does this have to do with any prior dislike of Cleveland? Maybe LeBron James?
I am not a fan of LeBron.
Oh,
I will say
okay.
that. But I am a fan of people on that team. I love Kyrie. I love him. I love everything he does. Like, Kyrie he's the future. He's one of the future players. Of the
Even
NBA.
his 2 assists per game?
I don't think everyone plays a role. To win a championship, you have to play a role. If his role is to score, then it's to score.
But I understand you on that. But please elaborate more on why you think the Pistons will ultimately beat the Cavaliers in round 1.
Well, I ultimately do not think that they have enough firepower on that Cleveland roster to stop Andre Drummond all game. Andre Drummond is a beast in his own right, and with Reggie Jackson feeding him all night, that's something for them to work on.
And the thing is, Reggie Jackson can easily go for 30.
Really?
Easily.
Don't forget what he did for Oklahoma now.
Very underrated.
Because he was a good, he really did a good job.
I won't say that the Pistons will go far, but I do like them to upset.
I think it'll be a real competition. Like, I don't think it's just gonna, like, the Cavaliers were gonna go in and sweep. I don't think so. I think the Pistons might get 2 games out of this 7-game series.
I honestly, first of all, when in doubt, never go against LeBron on the East. So,
okay.
On the East.
I'm gonna say on the East. Okay.
So I see the Cavaliers coming out in 6. Regarding that manner, it's LeBron James. You have Stanley Johnson, the rookie, at that, sticking LeBron James. I feel like, LeBron James has been there, done that. Stanley's first year here. He's still trying to emerge in the NBA as a star. So he'll ultimately get the upper hand in regards to that matchup. And if they try to switch, I feel like there's nobody else really that can even maintain him on that Pistons roster. So if LeBron really wants to take off, I think he'll do it.
I feel like in order for them to avoid being scared, like Game 1, LeBron needs to go back to 2009 LeBron and just start killing.
Right.
That's all I like to see.
That's what I predicted against the Warriors in the finals, but that's a whole nother.
Oh.
That's a whole nother
Whoa.
conversation. Speaking of the Warriors, though, man, look, for everybody who's tuning into all these Warriors games, look, I'll see you in the finals. I'm not Warrior games.
Really?
I know they're going to win.
Yeah.
I know
They
they're
are.
going to win.
It's
I'll
sad
see
that
them
you
in
know
the
that.
finals.
It's really sad that you know that, but you can't help but watch them. They're just so exciting. Like, how can you
Look,
not want to watch that?
Like-
I'll say this much. If they end up meeting Oklahoma City or the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals,
I got
I'll
OKC.
watch it.
I got
You got the
OKC.
Clippers going?
Either or. If it's not, it's definitely going to be the Warriors. But if it's not the Warriors, I say it's going to be either Oklahoma City or it's going to be the Clippers. Yes, once again, I'm sleeping on the Spurs. I'm sleeping on them.
Oh.
Halfway dead. Okay, so all you Spurs fans out there can get mad. I've slept on them on the show before, and I've admitted when I was wrong when they and ultimately ended up, winning and stuff like that against the Cavaliers years back. I've done it with my friends before. Everybody sleeps on the Spurs, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'm going to sleep on them this year. I feel like it's just past their time.
But everybody always says that, and then they always show up. And
But, the Clippers knocked them out last year in the first round thanks to Chris Paul. Chris Paul with the clutch floater over Tim Duncan.
I love that you brought that up because of last year. I really did have the Clippers going. I had no idea that the Warriors would just end up being as great as they did. But the Clippers have this little playoff frenzy right now. They were up 3 games last year. And lost them all.
that right there,
Please don't remind me.
that doesn't make any sense right there.
No sense
mad
to me at
about
all.
that.
And I love Chris Paul. I love him. I actually do think that's my uncle, but we'll talk about that later. But I love him. But for him to let his team lose like that it just says something about that team and the characters that they have over there. It's something that we don't know, and the reason why they're not going to the finals. There's a reason.
Because they have too much talent on that team, and then to be up, like you said, 3 games, and then they lose.
6th man of the year, Jamal Crawford.
Right, you got 6th man of the year, 3 years in a row, 3 times in a row.
3 times. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And also you got Kawhi Leonard, who got Defensive Player of the Year again.
But
You kind of knew that was gonna happen.
Like,
we
so
saw
I'm saying, like you saying, don't sleep on the Spurs. They might.
I'm sleeping this year on purpose, okay? So if y'all want to wake me up, feel free to hit the alarm.
And sometimes the old guys gotta wake up in the middle of the night.
Right, right.
They gotta wake up. Get some water or something.
All right, when we come back, we'll have more sports for you. All right, welcome back. We head over to Eric for this week's Street Corner.
And we're back on the great campus of Bethune-Cookman University. I'm Felix Reyes Jr. And on today's episode of Street Corner, we're asking the people who they think is going to go number 1 in the NFL draft this year.
I think the number 1 pick in the NFL draft will be Ezekiel Elliott of Ohio State. Maybe because I'm kind of biased and because I love Ohio State and because I'm from Cleveland, I'm from Ohio, whatever like that. And it's because he's like one of the best running backs in the country. So yes, I think it's going to be Ezekiel Elliott. I want my $5 after this.
It's gonna be golf. Reason being, because he's an LA kid, well, Southern California kid. And the Rams they're in LA now, so I think they're gonna choose Goff. Not that I think he's a franchise quarterback or anything, but I think he's better than Wentz. Wentz is a D3 quarterback. I don't think the transition is gonna be as smooth as someone that went to Cal. So I really think it's gonna be Goff.
I definitely think Carl Wentz is going to go #1, just because he has the running ability and the passing ability, and he'll be a great fit for the Rams.
Who I think will be the #1 overall pick, Jared Goff. He's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal player. I don't see nobody else going past him. So, and he's from California too, and I feel like, you know, the Rams just went to LA, and I feel like he'll be a perfect fit. So, Jared Goff, if you're watching this, you're going #1.
Well, there you have it, people. The clear consensus is that a quarterback will be taken with the #1 pick. If I was the LA Rams and I had to choose for them, I'd definitely go with the quarterback out of Cal, Jared Goff. He grew up in California, and he went to Cal. He had a higher level of competition going to Cal as opposed to Carson Wentz, who went to a D3 school and playing at North Dakota. Now, the Rams need a quarterback of the future for the next 10 to 15 years, and Jared Goff could be that player to sustain them and maybe get them a championship or two. Well, I'll see you guys back in the studio to see what you guys think.
I think it's gonna be Ezekiel Elliott of Ohio State, because he is like one of the best quarterbacks in the country. No, it's not.
All right, with all this NBA news, we can't sleep on the NFL. You know what that means. NFL will be returning very soon. The NFL draft will be taking place April 28th through the 30th. So who do you guys have in mind of being the first pick? Let's start with you, Tim.
Oh man, I really don't know, because I want to pick Carson Wentz, quarterback out of North Dakota State. I want to pick him, but I don't know, just based off the fact that with Cleveland having that #1 pick, they might put their faith in RG3. They might just put all their coins in RG3 and say, you know what, this is our guy, we're gonna stick with him. But if they don't, I definitely have Carson Wentz going first round. What about you?
I'm gonna say I do have Carson Wentz going first overall pick to the Rams. I really do have it. I see it. I see a future with it. I like it. I love it. I want Carson Wentz to go #1. Point blank period.
Dominique?
Why y'all gotta ask me?
I mean, you know you like him too, so.
Yeah,
I mean, I did after watching ESPN the other day and actually watching like his whole college career and everything. I see him going first round. I really do. He has a lot of talent, but you know me being a Seminole. You know,
A lot of people.
I like Jalen Ramsey, so I kind of want him to go first.
One thing I do want to touch on though is definitely Ezekiel Elliott and where
Oh
he's
yes,
just because he's one of my favorites coming into this draft, so I kind of want to touch on him and where he's gonna go. Some people have him going 8th, 6th. I feel like he should be a top 5 running back.
There was another athlete I seen. I don't know if you guys been watching the documentary Hey Rookies, but Noah Spence is also a good player I'd like to see going
We can
first.
touch on Noah Spence for a second. Noah Spence is actually a great athlete in his own right. He's been through troubles, and that's the only thing that's hurting his draft stock, is that he's one of those, he has a chip on his shoulder type players. But his athletic ability, what he brings to the game, his passion for it, you can see it through the field. You can see it through his hands.
I mean, but they gave the opportunity to that. I want to say the running back from LSU that they had dropped. I forgot. I can't remember his name.
Dropped from LSU?
He was dropped from LSU, but he still ended up getting drafted.
You mean Tyrann Mathieu?
Yes, him. When he got dropped from LSU, but he still got this opportunity to go to the draft and get drafted. So that's why I see like another player like in Noah, but just a better athlete. And
my thing is, with the NFL getting ever so softer every year, do you think he can really like stride?
Noah?
Yes.
I mean, he knows what it's like to be at the ground,
My
bottom
comparison
rock.
for him is Justin Tuck. I like it, cause he's he's very long. He's very big. The base that he brings, he's very quick off the ball. He's almost as quick as J.J. Watt off the ball. If you compare them two, he's almost as quick. I'm saying he's young, so he has more time to grow into a big time player. But like you said, like as the NFL is getting so soft, you know, he just has to learn how to be a little more mental. He has to kind of change his game from being a dog on the field to outsmarting this offensive lineman who's protected like so much by the NFL.
Yes. Well, we'll see when draft time comes around and see who will be the lucky number one.
Man. Hopefully the Raiders, we get ourselves a cornerback because we need it, man. Charles Woodson.
I'm waiting for the Giants to make smart decisions this year, like they don't every year.
I kind of had to go back to the Colts. I gotta say this.
Oh man, y'all disappointed me.
Well,
I'm back
y'all
to the Colts.
disappointed me.
Who, the Colts?
Yes.
We are on a downfall and about to pick back up. That's all I want to say.
They on the come up.
We got on the downfall.
They on the come up.
We're on the way to get back up. We're on the way. We got the talent. It's the coach.
I thought y'all were on a come up when y'all picked up Andre Johnson, but that ended up being the downfall.
Right, biggest downfall.
And Andrew being hurt is not helping us at all. We need him. We need Andrew Luck to be Andrew Luck. We need that.
Lucky.
Suck for luck. Suck for luck. Remember that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of Andrew Luck. He has had lucky moments, but that's some talent. That's some talent.
No, without a doubt.
That's
without
some talent
a doubt.
in that boy.
No shade to Andrew Luck. He's definitely
some talent in that boy. I like it.
Definitely.
All right. With the NFL schedule being released, who do you guys think will be the most intriguing matchup this upcoming season?
Oh, without a doubt, the Super Bowl rematch.
Point blank.
First game?
Without a doubt.
First game of the regular
Who are
season?
you calling? And I want to know the score.
Ooh.
Shot.
And I want to know the score.
And you want to know the score.
Pound. He just pound.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'd probably have to. See, I'm a big Cam Newton fan. He probably doesn't know. I've been dabbing on Sports Corner since.
Dab.
But you know what? Yeah, I'd probably like not even putting me being a fan of Cam Newton, putting that aside. I'd probably have to go with the Panthers, but it would definitely be a dogfight. I'm calling a good, probably about, I'll give it a, 21-17. I'll give it that.
Really?
I'm giving it that.
Damn, the most obvious numbers.
I love Cam too. You can't not love Cam and what he stands for. You just can't not love him. But I did win a lot of money off that Super Bowl game.
I'm still upset from that Super Bowl game.
I won a lot of money off that. But in that first game, it's like you said, it's gonna be a dogfight. But I really want to see Cam go out with a bang, man.
Exactly. I feel like this will be his biggest test, just to see how he will bounce back from losing the Super Bowl.
But the one person who's gonna make sure he doesn't do that is Von Miller.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl MVP.
And that's the only thing, that's one person that could probably stop him, but it's like, the Broncos don't have Peyton Manning, so it's kind of like, who's going to fill in that shoes?
Now, the offense.
Because even though the defense won the game, but they still need somebody there to throw.
But if the offense doesn't make at least 10 points, if the offense don't put at least 10 points on the board, they lose. They lose. Cause I still like that defense. I called the Super Bowl. I said defense is going to score at least twice. I said it. And I like to say right now, though, I don't think the defense is going to come banging like that because they lost Malik. What's his name? Number 97. I can't think of his last name, but his first name is Malik. They lost him. He's a vital person. He actually scored one of the touchdowns in the Super Bowl. But my ending score is going to be, I want to say 35-24.
35-24.
Carolina.
Pretty high score.
Carolina.
I honestly think just based off the fact that Carolina's defense is still pretty much intact.
Yeah.
And like you said, the Broncos defense isn't the same. The offense definitely isn't the same without Peyton Manning there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we don't even know who's going to be the starting quarterback right now.
We have no idea.
So that's still yet to be decided. But
I'm calling it a close game.
Do you think the Broncos are actually going to draft a quarterback?
They should.
Should they?
They should. I think they should. Invest in somebody young, regardless of what you're going to get out the free agency, regardless of what you can possibly trade for, because there have been rumors going around about that. But invest in somebody young, without a doubt.
But like the thing about it is, it's a lot of only average quarterbacks in it. It's only
in this NFL draft.
Hey, so people thought Tom Brady was an average quarterback.
Ooh.
You never know. You never know.
You are very right. On that note, I will keep my mouth shut about that because that is so true. That is so true. So true. Nothing but the truth.
I'm calling it a close game. I'm calling it 28-27.
28-27. You didn't say it with much confidence.
I want to say it's going to be a 1-point game. I'm tired of all these 3-point games.
Who do you like winning? Broncos or Panthers?
Y'all already know that. You already know that. Master Cam Newton. Like, come on, Superman. Like, I just see it because he's going to be more hungry for it. He knows what it's like to lose in the Super Bowl. So you really think he's gonna lose the first game of the regular season so that he can have another downfall and then have the regular season set up for him to, oh, can he come back from this?
Going back to the Super Bowl this year?
Maybe.
Maybe. Do y'all see them going 15-1?
Back to back?
That's a little too far-fetched. That's a little too far.
I see them going undefeated.
I'm not making.
I see them going undefeated.
I'm not making a prediction. This is y'all two. First time.
That's what I'm gonna say. I don't say 16-0 at all.
16-0?
No.
You're not gonna say it?
No.
Never?
No.
I don't know.
The Patriots with 16-0 lost the Super Bowl.
That's too hard. That's too hard.
16-0. They were 19-1.
19-1.
19-1. Sheesh. I don't know. I feel like just like the Warriors were able to get 73, I could see the Carolina Panthers going undefeated.
Yeah, not
and winning the Super Bowl.
And winning the Super Bowl. They going in. They going in.
Like I said, that's y'all. That's y'all too. I'm not. You'll see my.
You don't want to dab into that?
Right, you don't want to dab into that? You don't want to dab into this? You don't want to be a part of this? You don't want to be.
You will see my predictions next year by the week 3 of the regular season.
Week 3?
By week 3.
Week 3.
I'm waiting for it.
All right. He going to be dabbing. Dab. All right. Well, for this week's top 5, it's actually a special one.
Oh, really? It's special now because you did it.
Well, not only I did it, but it was more of a team thing with our technical director, Bert, helped out, and we both teamed up and did it. So, and it's my first one, so we're going to see how it's going to be.
Let's get right to it then.
Up by T, turns the corner. Go in there! Go in there! Paul Milton to that one. Now back the other way, it's Thomas. Thomas driving to the basket. Lays it up, got it blocked. Mark to the hole. Rejected by Paul Millsap. Just block the ball, Paul. He might not be scoring. Looking for James. Hit LeBron James. What a weak side dive. LeBron James gets the ball in the kitchen. It's a tackle.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at BCU Sports Corner. From Timothy White Jr. and Malik Perkins and myself, Dominique Williams. Be sure to keep sports in your corner.
I can't even say anything this time.
Dang, we have no ending?
Waiting for the
Why you doing?
I was just